Capricorn, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do your reading for May 2020. It's been an interesting couple of months, eh? But we're going to get through this. Capricorn's determination and steadfast reliability and strength will definitely get you through it. So also, thanks very much for everyone who took advantage of the free readings I was doing in March and April with the email and social media. It was really nice to connect with you that way. Oh, what's this? Let's see. Okay. I just cut these. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I had surgery on my finger twice during this whole episode of what was going on. Trying to stay out of hospitals, right? And it's still healing and getting flexible. So let's see what we have. Capricorn. Three of Swords. You're going to be separating yourself from something or someone. You know, maybe it's something you're going to do with, you're thinking about this, you know, the air signs, the swords, okay? Thoughts and words. You know, you're feeling like, well, on the one hand, I really love what I'm doing, but on the other hand, is this really practical for me after what I've been through? You know, people are going to be coming out of this, redefining themselves, calibrating their lives, readjusting. Many people, not everyone, but many people are. And you could be one of those people, Capricorn, that's trying to say, you know what? It's time for me to pull away from this, although my heart center is there. Mentally, I am exhausted from this, or I have been tried from this, and I no longer feel the way I did feel before about this. Now, for some of you that are freaking out right now, thinking, oh my God, we're going to break up. It's not necessarily that. For some of you, it will be a separation, or some of you a distance separation. Like, well, they're going away to a different school, I won't see them as much. Their job is going to take them traveling again. And we were so nice being at home together. Oh, the children are going back to school, and even though it drove me crazy, I really loved having them there after everything was over. And some of you are snickering. Stop. But everybody's going to be different about it. For some of you, yes, this is going to be like a heartbreak, you know, and that a relationship is ending. Something could be ending. And of course, it's always about endings and beginnings. And we will adjust to this as much as it pains us in the beginning, or it is tasking us mentally. This will pass. And in the meantime, the whole important message is to keep your heart center and your mind, okay, in a place of calm. You could go through the sadness, like I say, crying, talking about it, expressing it, to come to a point of realization and understanding, instead of dwelling in the pain, because that is very destructive. And I don't see Capricornians as doing things like that, but there are many people with many signs in their chart that makes a Capricorn very undetectable because of where the planets are in their charts. So for some of you that are going to be feeling this great pain, where your heart and your head are at battle, looking at it realistically is not always the easiest. And just asking Spirit what good is coming out of this, so you can allow that to be revealed to you, and hopefully will help you get through this time that you're feeling confused and sad and heartbroken, perhaps even. Remember, the 3 is a number of creativity and creation. So something is being created out of this, though you don't see it now. It's always a year later, or in retrospect, you go, oh my God, if this didn't happen, then this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have met this person. It just doesn't seem plausible at this time to tell you these things. But when it happens and you have that looking back, you can understand. Okay, the Emperor is Aries energy. So if this is a woman, then we're talking about someone who's close to her in this reading. All right, if we're looking at a woman. And when you see how his eyes are looking over to the heartbreak, kind of like shifting, I'm going to tell you, for some of you, this is like, if this guy can't step up, he needs to step aside. You know, if you can't rule the kingdom, you need to abdicate the throne. And I know that's hard to say. I've been through severe heartbreak myself, and you don't want to hear the harsh words at the time. Later on, you'll have enough harsh words of your own. But in this moment, if this man cannot be that emperor in your life, who is bold and commanding and dynamic in a loving way that you admire, then he needs to get out of the way and abdicate the throne and let that hot seat be for someone else who's going to be true to you and loving to you. Now, that being said, if these are men in this reading, it could be you that you're feeling this loss and separation, and knowing that you've had a life well lived and you've had a lot of life experience, and this is one more of those experiences that you're adding under your belt, and knowing that you are respected. Stay respectful, stay the course, because although you're looking at this heartbreak right now, you have to stay, look, you're so grounded, and you look at the armor you're wearing. You're very well protected by spirit, and you're very wise for this experience that you've had. And knowing that you stay true to yourself, bold and in command. Who's the boss? You're the boss. And knowing that you are in control of everything around you. With this beautiful Aries energy, you can create something new and wonderful for you. And the past will stay where it needs to be in the past, and you just live in the now. For any of you that this isn't love related, this is definitely about you taking charge of things in your life. With the losses you've had, or the confusion, frustration, and separations you've had, you can stay true and stay the course. By being bold, and you're on solid ground again, Spirit is there to protect you. You're wiser from the situation, and you can take charge. And if you can't handle this on your own, you need to get someone who can handle it. And either you step aside out of the way, give up the control, or get someone to help you with this situation. And you delegate to them, because this emperor doesn't do the work, okay? They delegate to others. And people look up to him lovingly because he's not bossy, but he's wise, and he's someone that they can respect. Now, for some of you, it's a child up to the age of 18 who loves the outdoors and sports, and maybe they've been cooped up and can't stand it. They can't play soccer, football, gymnastics, volleyball. They're usually a good student or someone who loves to learn. They're very grounded. Earth energy. This could be our Taurus, you know, a Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone who has that ascendant or is centric to that. They're very empowered for someone their age. And they're focused and driven on what they want. Like they know at 10 years old, when I'm 30, I want to already be married and have 3 children. You know, it's that kind of child. They have like an uncanny sense of the future and knowing. And it could be part of this whole thing. Maybe there's a custody battle going on in this separation or divorce. It could even be that you're adopting, you know, and there's some loss and separation and heartache going on there, but eventually this is the child that'll come into your life. If it's not about a child, this could be, with the page, it's definitely bringing news to you. And it's financial news to you, or something about your work and career, or even for a lot of my student friends. This is the news you've been waiting for, what you've been manifesting and looking toward and forward toward, this thing that you've got all your empowerment from. And with this green, it's something that's going to bring you stability, feeling grounded. And for some of you, if it's financially related, like you got the news, you got the grant or the scholarship for school or for a trade or vocation you're doing. Or it could be that, you know what, you went back to work and they had a pay cut or furloughed you. They're going to make it up over time for people giving you a raise, but it's going to be a little at a time. This is not a windfall of money. This is when things come in like little dribs and drabs, but it doesn't matter because it's coming to you. And things are going to start to grow again in your life. You know, it seems like small sprouts coming up, but it doesn't matter because you planted those seeds and they are going to grow, nurtured with your love and desire that they are going to be there for you. Let's see what else, Capricorn. Okay, so you have the beginning and the end with loss. Good thing. You say, what? There's a good thing? Well, yeah. Because for some of you, hey, even though there's uncertainty with the 5, you feel like there was a loss. For some of you, there's an opportunity in the unseen. Now, if you did separate, this could be a reconciliation. For some of you, it will be that. For others of you, you're losing this thing that you love, but there's something even better in the background coming into your life. So yes, for some of you, you'll reconcile with a partner or person that you loved and you separated from. For some of you, let's say you lost your job and now your job's coming back, or it's even a better job, or a higher position in the job, or more money in the job. This affected you emotionally, though not so much about money. So it could have been you were really distraught because you loved what you were doing. And for others of you, it could be like, let's say you interviewed for a job and you really wanted that job. You were so excited. You felt like this is the great break I'm waiting for, and you didn't get it. Well, you might get a call back and then say, you know what, this job is available to you again if you still want it. This card comes up, it talks of grief and separation and loss. However, it is not complete turmoil. There is always an opportunity for something better. So a better version of what you had, a new, completely different version of something in your life, and it's going to be solely up to you how you handle this, just as we talked about here. Will you handle this as the worst thing that could ever happen to me, or will you handle this as, yes, this is a loss and I'm sad for it, but I truly am grateful for what I had, and I loved it. It gave me joy, it gave me bliss. I felt accomplished. I felt empowered. Those positive, loving thoughts will bring into your life that which is the new now next for you in the best possible way, especially if you stay open to it. So for now, lick your wounds, heal yourself, send out love, and allow in this infinite possibility that can be coming to you, Capricorn. Well, thanks, guys, for watching, and thanks again for subscribing and sharing. And if you haven't, please do so. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great month. And as always, I wish you the best.